Hello, hello, guys, gals, and fellow MB pals. May or may not have wondered where I've been for the past couple days, and I've actually just been writing a script for a video that I actually want to make. That's not just not to be funny. It's not just slop. It's not just daily drama to get clicks. Uh, it was something that just popped into my mind when I was chilling at the library playing Vimeo games, and I was like, you know what? Let me actually try to sit down and write something for once. And I did, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I want to say I'm probably about 70, 80% done with it. So hopefully, hopefully before this day is over, I should be actually doing all the vocal recording for it. But that also remains to be seen. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. I won't give the subject matter away because it's honestly it's not relevant to anything happening right now. It's not slop, it's not about a person or anything like that. It caters to that holly jolly autism I got going on in my brain and video games, of course. So just trying to get that finished up. Had unfortunately last couple of days I've had just like I won't say nonstop interruptions, but I've had a few interruptions. One that wound up with some a very I'll say a very interesting fellow giving me an almost unsmokable amount of weed, and by unsmokable I mean like it was like so it was like it was free, so I'm not upset. But I'm just like, why are you giving me this, sir? Do you know we're sitting in a church? Like, but I mean, he also bought me lunch, so I can't complain too much. But it was just like, yeah, no, I've never encountered someone who was just like so completely like it's so weird for someone to be like God is good, but to be like completely disrespecting what is still his house, you know? Like, buddy, you're in here cussing, you're in here with all your weed and stuff, and this is a church. There are children running around. What are you doing? And yeah, just an interesting day, so to speak. Cause yeah, no, this guy like I don't know, like I'm non-binary and I'm a pretty independent person. I kind of do my own thing. I like having my own stuff. I think it's nice when people want to give to me out of like the kindness of their heart, but like few people nowadays, not to be funny at all, few people want to just give just for the sake of like giving, you know? Like it's not about giving, it's about like I'm going to give you this and you're going to give me something. And it's very apparent. So a lot of times I just don't like accepting gifts because people expect things and I'm just like I don't know what you're expecting, but I can already sense it. So I'm not going to accept this. Like yeah, no, if you're going to give me a gift because you think like, "Hey, man, I just want to do this for you." That's very kind of you. Thank you. But like I don't know, man, people are just weird, you know? Just very odd, very strange. And bless his heart. I hope that guy's doing all right because yeah, no, I don't know. Like it's I'm very happy honestly that because like I've said before that I like listening to tarot. I am a Sag son, so like I listen to a lot of tarot and things like that, and it was very interesting that not like literally the day before, uh, there was literally just like look out for a very smooth talker, and trust me, the guy like he's a very smooth talker, very he had charm certainly, but I'm like brother, you doing too much, just a little bit, just a little. Like yeah, so I'm just like I don't know. Like I just like well for one, I believe in my own independence and I believe that there's a lot of things that I can just do for myself instead of because like especially with the situation that I'm in, like there have been a lot of people that I've asked for help that only literally one person has like happily been able to help and not even ask for anything in return and has been more than happy to help. And I'm very grateful for that person. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, David. Absolutely love you. Precious, precious wee baby boy. And I like I say that jokingly because he's my stepdad. But like for a lot of other people come expecting to like I mean like members of my family thought that they were just gonna talk crazy to me and all sorts of stuff like, oh, if I'm gonna help you, then I'm gonna treat you like a piece of shit first, and it's just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, actually, no, you can fuck off. I'm good. Like, I'd rather there's something to be said that where you would rather struggle than put up with someone else's nonsense, you know? And that's just the kind of person I am. I would rather struggle. I would rather fight my way out of the mud than than like take it easy and like put up with someone else's nonsense, you know? Like that's just me. Like I'm not going I'm not gonna bend over backwards to please nobody else and they just gonna think they're gonna walk all over me or, you know, put their hands on me or talk crazy to me or whatever. Like, nah. It's very easy to be respectful and be like, hey man, seems like you're having a hard time. Can I help you? Like, I don't know, people are just so weird nowadays, just like weird and cruel and like just like not even cruel for the sake of like it's just like to be like just being a bastard to be a bastard, like, you know, and it's really sad. It honestly is. Like it really speaking of bastards to be bastards, um I watched the video from our funny Indian man Mudahar who said he deleted his fucking Twitter account because he was just sick of the bullshit. And I'm like, man, like it's unfortunate that we had to lose an internet legend from like the one site where he was probably needed besides YouTube. And he's just like, I'm sick of this shit. You people are crazy. You're harassing me, harassing my wife, which really I feel bad for Jen because it's just like she like married a funny internet man. She didn't have anything to do with it. She's a nurse. Like and yeah, no, the amount of shit that I've said heard and seen said about Mutahar and Jen is just ridiculous. Like, keep y'all mouth off the people in their relationship, you know? Like, it's so fucking unnecessary. Like, I mean, but a lot of things on the internet are completely unnecessary, and yet here we are. Here I am just sitting in my car talking about it. So, I mean, it's neither here nor there. It just really goes to show that, like, you know, doesn't really matter what kind of person you are or you know, whether you're a good person, bad person, anything like that. People will find any reason to come after you, treat you like a piece of shit, tell you you're a piece of shit. And yeah, there's not really much you can do about it besides either just like block them or just learn to ignore them. Sometimes you do have to just grow a thick skin and find that shit amusing. So like now, I mean like now, cause like I mean, I was born in '92. I'm a millennial. I was there when MySpace started. I was there when Facebook started. And yeah, no, like it's just like I mean, I've definitely never been like hate brigaded. I've never had like thousands of people's in my DMs telling me to kill myself or anything like that. So, I mean, like of course for me it's like it's easy for me to say like, oh no, it's just easy. But like I've also just learned to look at the humor in things and like also just like the art of the clapback. Like it's like I've asked for help on TikTok and people have been like, wow, that's so crazy. Get a job, sis. And honestly, it wasn't until later that I thought of a funnier clapback because I was just like, I honestly was just like, okay, lol. But I should have just been like, only if you look over my Indeed resume for me. Made like a like added like a little emoji. Like that honestly would have been way funnier. So like I just try to I'm pretty much a glass half full kind of person where I try to see the humor in everything. Humor is my coping mechanism. So if you try to hurt my feelings, I'm just gonna find a way to make it funny and then I'll be all right. Like there's always like if you can laugh at it, you're okay. And a lot of times I find ways to laugh at shit that honestly shouldn't be laughed at and you know, that's just we're here. We're here. And yeah, just is just incredibly unfortunate that that's where we are. as a society. And speaking of like as a society, apparently the DNC's going on. But not gonna lie, I've kind of taken a step back from politics because I kind of just don't like now. Now that the imminent caving in of democracy has slowed somewhat. Now that Dems well, a lot of people are writing for Kamala. They work for Joe because Joe just needed to fucking have a fucking seat, and I'm glad he did. And I'm glad that a lot of people have come for Kamala and tried to stand up for her. But it honestly just remains to be seen on where the policy goes. Like that's what I want. I don't give a fuck about all these shenanigans of Lil Jon and I mean Tim Walz. Tim Walz seems like a great guy, to be completely honest. Seems like a real chill dude. And I'm definitely rooting for Kamala and Tim. Go off, guys. Hope you guys make it. I mean, I'll definitely be voting in November. So that is what it is. But yeah, the I just wanted to, get some thoughts out because I like especially like the thing with like Mudar is just like that's pretty fucking crazy. It's really I don't I like I'm a fan of some ordinary gamers. I'm like I'm honestly really sad that the podcast is they're not doing the podcast right now because they're working on restructuring and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I wish them the best. I absolutely love like Nux Taku, Mudahar, and Caleb, and it's just like they just guys being guys, very funny guys that normally have fiery, funny people on the podcast, and I'm enjoying that part of commentary. So I kind of since I've had to take a step back since the podcast kind of took a break, I've kind of just been filling that void with God, with fucking Turkey Tom and Nicholas Diorio, both of them have just been like, man, those guys definitely know how to take a punch on the internet, laugh it off, shrug it off. Like, I absolutely adore both of them, and I'm sure they're just like, why? Just a fucking jackass, and I'm just like, you know what? I feel you. I too, like, I want to have that low key cool jackass riz, right? But it's like a jackass that's also objectively right. Like that's where I too want to be on that grind where I am objectively right and just really fucking it up on the internet. I'd love to make money fucking it up on the internet as many people would nowadays, but yeah, at this point I'm just rambling. At this point I'm just running off at the mouth, and so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I'll go ahead and throw this together and I'll keep working on that script and then hopefully yeah, I mean definitely by next week that video should be done because I mean I'm editing this all in like iMovie and iMovie only allows you to do like the most simplest shit. If I had access to Sony Vegas, oh man, I'd be cranking some shit out, man. This shit would be so crazy. But then this also would be something that would probably take like a month or two rather than me doing this in like a week. But I'll probably and like not gonna lie, just like the preface, like once that video comes out because it is gonna be kind of low quality, I'm more than likely going to be remaking that video in the future with like my own footage and things like that because like right now I'm just doing what I can to talk about something that I absolutely love. And that just is what it is. But I want to remake it in like better quality with like better audio quality because I'm like, man, like I have all my shit and it's just packed up like it's just packed up and I have nowhere to plug it in and use it. It makes me really sad. But yeah, well again, still rambling, still rambling. Anyways, let me stop the bullshit here and hopefully y'all have a nice rest of your day.